Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here. Now that my two obligatory informative videos are done for the day, it's time to talk about current events in the online fitness community. And I had a few people ask me, Jason, could you talk about Logan Paul and what he did? Well, first of all, I had never heard of the guy, but I did some digging, did a little bit of research, and yeah, the guy is really big on YouTube. Now, people say, I thought you reserved this for talking about fitness-related news. Well, technically, he's almost a fitness YouTuber. Not in the traditional sense, but the guy flexes, clearly works out, clearly in shape. I mean, you could look at the guy and tell he lifts. It's not like he doesn't look like he lifts or anything. He's got gym footage up, has a home gym. So, yeah, we'll go ahead and talk about it. And people ask me, do I think he destroyed his career? So let me put on my +5 hat of weaponsmithing, work on skilling up my crafting a little bit, and let's talk about this. Do I think he destroyed his career? No, I don't think he did at all, and I'll get into that in a minute. And I'm probably going to sound like a grumpy old man here because I'm in my 40s. Relatively serious guy other than when I crack my occasional joke, and generally I'm on YouTube because I'm about strength. I'm about strength training, athleticism, and helping other people get strong. That's what I'm about. I want people to be strong. I want people to get under a heavy barbell. So I talk a lot about athletic training, power training, strength training, and then obviously I have a smaller channel where I talk about guns. Because that's what I care about. Barbells and guns. That's kind of my thing. But yeah, kind of a grumpy old man sometimes. And I'll probably, in 20 years, I'll probably end up replacing Grumpy Granddad on YouTube. YouTube's still around. I can see that happening. And I see that coming out in myself when I watch this guy. Now, what did he do? Well, the guy went to some place that's called Suicide Woods, where a bunch of people are known to commit suicide, filmed it, went out there, they found a dead body, he made jokes, he laughed about it. It offended a lot of people, to the point to where a lot of people made videos about it. Because so many people made videos about it, mine probably won't get views for a bunch of, oh, you're doing this just for clickbait. Guys, I do a lot of videos to get views. I don't think mine's going to stand out. I don't expect this video to get 100,000 views or anything crazy. I mean, I've had one where I talk about someone else that got 1 million views. This is not going to be one of them. I think this is oversaturated, but I had people ask, so I thought I would cover it. He offended a lot of people, to the point to where there are people who made videos about it. There are people who are calling him a terrible, terrible person, who are so overly offended. You know, I think what he did was wrong, but I can't stand people who are offended by everything. These social justice warriors who want to get offended by everything on the internet, even stuff that we all agree is inappropriate, because what he did was inappropriate, right? It was inappropriate. I don't think it was right. He admitted in a video he doesn't think it was right. He knows it was wrong now. But to be overly offended, basically anyone who gets overly offended by something is just a weak person, who we probably don't need people like that in the world, because this is a strength channel. Being offended is a sign of weakness. It's a sign of weakness. What he did was wrong. I think what he did was wrong. Now, was he sincere in his apology about it? I don't know. Maybe he was, maybe he wasn't. But it's at the point where a lot of people are calling him out, getting tens of thousands of dislikes on his videos now. I even saw, just doing a little bit of research to figure out what the heck happened, I saw even people had a petition with change.org with thousands and thousands of signatures to petition YouTube to take his channel down. All right, guys, let's be realistic here. You are not going to get someone who has 15 million subscribers. YouTube is not going to take their channel down just because 10,000 people signed your petition. All right, YouTube will take channels down for clear violations of policy. Usually, the overwhelming majority of the time, it needs to be multiple violations. Usually, your violations, you need 3 inside of 90 days before they'll terminate your channel. All right, they slough off. When you get a strike from YouTube, it takes 90 days for them to slough off. I know because I've had a couple over the years. They don't stay on your channels, okay? They don't stay on your channels. And all YouTubers are going to get one eventually. You put out enough content, you're going to get a couple of them. It's going to happen. If you take your video down before YouTube flags it, you decide yourself to take it down before YouTube takes action, you don't even get a strike on your account. They will never penalize you. You voluntarily pull a video before they get around to it. They're not retroactive. They'll be like, well, this person realized their video probably wasn't appropriate. They took it down themselves. They police themselves. They don't ever give a strike for that, ever. And it looks like he took his own video down. YouTube is making millions and millions and millions of dollars off this guy. They don't care about your petition. If you want someone's YouTube channel to be taken down, all the strikes you try to get in the world aren't going to help, because you're not going to accumulate enough of them unless they are violating rules weekly that YouTube will penalize you for. You're never going to get them taken down with strikes. They don't care about a petition. They're going to make their money. They don't care. The only way you get rid of a person is to not watch their channel. Not watch their channel at all. That's it. Now, as far as him committing career suicide, I went and watched a couple of his videos to get an idea of what the guy is about. Well, the fact that he has 3 billion views and has 15 million subscribers doesn't hurt his career. And you need to look at the sort of person who's going to watch his channel. Now, this might catch me some flack. This is where me being a grumpy old man. He's an annoying ass kid who leaps around and hops around, probably needs to be on Adderall or something. Leaps around, hops around, makes an ass out of himself in public. Generally an annoying narcissist. In fact, he said in his thing, what I know I did was wrong, but I really like to push the boundary. Okay. Case in point, have you ever met anyone in your life who talks about how they push the boundaries who isn't an absolute narcissistic cunt? Have you ever met anyone? I push the boundaries of my art. I push the boundaries of my music. No, dude, they're a self-absorbed narcissist if they talk about pushing the boundaries. I have never met anyone who's an exception to that rule in my 41 years on this earth. All right, that tells me everything I need to know. This guy appeals to the lowest common denominator. He appeals to silly kids who like guys who leap around and hop around and make silly ass noises. That's who he appeals to. Sort of people who are probably going to watch this guy's channel. Do you think they really care that he did something inappropriate? You really think they care? No. A few do. A few do, and I'm sure out of his 15 million subscribers, a few 100,000 people are offended enough that they're not going to watch his stuff. They're going to spam dislikes on his videos, which still makes people money, by the way. Just so that you guys know, if a video gets 100,000 dislikes, you made that person a lot of money. You're going to make that person a lot of money. If you manage to do that, all you're doing is putting money in their pockets. Any engagement on a channel that you hate, any negative discussion about them, any engagement, even dislikes, will make them more money in the long term. All right? If you know how YouTube's algorithms work, you are engaging their channel. They're going to make money from it. So this isn't going to hurt him. Okay, so what? He loses 100,000, loses 500,000 fans because they really are offended by what he did, or they just say, you know what, I'm tired of this guy. He's an ass clown. I don't want anything to do with it. Well, there's still going to be 15 million left who watch his stuff. He's still going to make $5-10 million a year, and yeah, I do know that's what he's making. I know what YouTube pays for ads. I know what YouTube pays for 10-minute plus videos. All his videos are 10 minutes or longer. Just glanced over, everything's 10 minutes plus. All right. I promise you this guy makes at least $5 for every 1,000 views. He has 3 billion views. 3 billion views. How many does he get a year? 100 million? 500 million? You get 500 million views a year. Get $5 averaging per 1,000 views. He's easily a 7-figure salary. Even right now, after this hit to his career, look at how many views his videos have gotten in the last week. This guy's going to clear at least $5 million this year, in spite of any possible hit to his career. And here's the thing. Oh no, it happened in January. January is the lowest paying month of the year. By the time the higher paying months get here, it'll be forgotten. It'll be forgotten because, again, the sort of people who are going to watch a video like this don't have, they're not going to be in-depth thinkers, with some exceptions. I know I'm stereotyping. They're going to be exceptions. They're not going to be in-depth thinkers for the most part. they're going to forgive and they're going to forget. You know what? So I'm going to predict by the fourth quarter of this year, this guy will have at least another 500,000, if not another million subscribers more than he has right now. He might take a short-term hit in income. He might make $10,000-$20,000 less this month than he normally makes. By the end of the year, he will be making more money than ever come fourth quarter. And because he got up and apologized, a whole lot of people who do like him and want to like him because they like him for whatever reason, they'll continue to support him. It's not going to hurt his career. You know, and that's the problem. Is that you do see a lot of people on YouTube that appeal to a lot of kids, and they can pretty well do whatever they want as long as they don't get themselves kicked off YouTube. Go look at some of the most popular channels out there. The majority of the channels with at least 5 million subscribers are not going to be people that appeal to most people. All right, they're going to appeal to people who are either very immature, they're going to appeal to teenagers, they're going to appeal to kids. They're not going to appeal to people who really think through morality on any sort of serious level. They're not going to appeal to people who think a lot, because that doesn't constitute the majority of people who watch YouTube every day. That constitutes a segment. Maybe 10-20% of people who watch YouTube every day, those categories might be them. But the vast majority of people on YouTube, probably teenagers, maybe college students. These are going to be people who don't care. I mean, granted, you're going to see a lot of millennials who are going to be offended, but you know what? They don't stay offended for long. They'll find something else to be offended about next week, and they'll forget. That's not going to hurt him. But the thing is, I think it shows the sort of person this guy is. I mean, you should be able to watch the guy's videos and tell he's kind of a narcissist, kind of a douche. He's actually kind of annoying. But you know what? A lot of people probably find me annoying too, so that's okay. We are who we are. We didn't really need to see an event like this to kind of get an idea what this guy's about. He believes he's pushing the boundaries by jumping around and making funny sounds and acting weird in public. You know. But, you know, I guess art is subjective. People are willing to pay for it, and the guy's making tens of millions of dollars. So maybe he's right. Maybe I'm wrong. Because clearly he's got an audience, and clearly he's making millions and millions of dollars. So maybe he is pushing the boundaries of art for society's lowest common denominator. It is what it is. All right, guys, but that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative, and I will talk to you guys next time.